Yo, it is your team, the Book of Man. We here for the 48 Laws of Power book study. We doing what we love to do tonight. Trying to bring you some education, enlightenment, and entertainment. I'm here to delight, enlighten, and entertain. That's what we do here. I am Jay Sims Alive. I am the host for the Book of Man book study Thursday. 48 Laws of Power. We deep in it now. We 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We getting in there. Trying to teach y'all something out here. Pay attention. Pay attention. It's getting deep. Doc, what's going on, brother? How you feeling tonight?
Yo, man, I'm always good, bro. Man, I love these Thursdays, man, because,
yes,
you know, I'm an academic, man. I like reading stuff and learning stuff. And this book right here, look, if y'all ain't on this, you need to get on it.
You're missing out.
And what I'm telling you is that you can't read this by yourself. I don't care nobody. You can't read it by yourself because it's kind of hard to understand, man. You got to get in with some other people, man. Mix it up.
I'm gonna say this, Doc. You can read it by yourself, but you will not get the full scope.
Yeah.
Alone.
Okay.
You gotta bounce
I'll roll
these
with
ideas
that.
off somebody.
I'll roll with that. You know, I'm a teacher, man. I be trying to get the students to buy in, man. Let them know if we do it together, it's always greater, man. But this right here, oh yeah, man. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, Doc, what we got for him tonight, man? Chapter
right.
16 and 17, right?
Well, I did 16 the other day, man, and
Are we on 17?
yeah, 17. Now 16. Now I can tell you no lie. Now doing this by yourself, especially after you get off work, it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. But we limp through it. Well, all right, so let's look at this here.
Yeah.
Got the title down
I love
at the
the
bottom.
title. I love that title, right?
Keep others suspended in terror.
Well, that's a scary title right there.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. But it's a cultivating the air of unpredictability. Oh, okay, fellas. I know a couple of y'all on. Listen, go ahead. If y'all want to say something in the comments, go ahead and drop it down there. Oh, look who we got in the house, boy. Terry White in the house. There you go.
Oh, snap.
All right.
It's on. We know we doing something now.
I don't know if I want to put that link up there. He might come on here and make us quit. He says, pause. I don't know. Maybe that's his internet. I don't know. We run it.
I think you got that slow Wi-Fi over there. You on that broadband.
Hey.
You still dialing up over there. You got to get you some Wi-Fi.
But hey, but look here, man. If you can say what you want in the comments, we'll throw it up. If you want to come on here with us and you want to say your piece, what you think about it, whatever, click that first link that's up there and you can jump on screen with us. You can turn your camera on. If you don't want to, but we'll be glad to have you, bro. Glad to have you.
Yes, sir. So
all right.
Keep others suspended in terror.
Yeah.
That's strong right there, Doc. That's
it's super strong.
Yeah.
But you know what though?
Let's go.
It's what he's saying is true.
Yes.
You know, anytime somebody switch up what they doing, it make you think about like what in the world going on.
Right. What's the second part? Be unpredictable, right?
Yes. Yeah. Cultivate an air of unpredictability.
Yeah.
So
don't let them know what you're thinking. Man,
but an air of it. You know what? He thought he got a bad connection. Sims got a bad connection.
No. I got gigabyte. I'm a gagillionaire over here.
Hey.
I'm a gagillionaire. I got gigabyte speed over here. I'm a gagillionaire. You see the commercials? I'm a gagillionaire. I have AT&T gigabyte.
All the way.
All the way. I paid for this.
Oh goodness.
Let me know if it's back in bad. Let me know because them folks owe me some money back.
Oh yeah, we got to get that back together.
Oh yeah, I'm a gagillionaire over here. I need good service. I pay the money for the gagillion.
All of it.
Yeah, I need all the service. So I kick everybody else in the house off the Wi-Fi. You gotta get off of it.
And you had like this a phone like back in the day, boy. Y'all can't. I'm expecting a call. Don't nobody get on the phone.
Nobody get on here. I'm live. You better get off the Wi-Fi. I don't care if you're playing your game. I don't care about your Xbox. You Xboxing. I don't care. Get off.
None
I
of
don't
that.
care if you in a group with your friends. I don't care. Get out of there.
Okay.
Turn off the fire stick too.
Everybody reading 48 Laws of Power.
What you supposed to be doing?
But this is what we got, man. He say the first part is a judgment where he pretty much explained what's up. Right. And he said that behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves.
That's right. And
taken to an extreme, the strategy can intimidate and terrorize. I mean, we use it all the time. People use it on us all the time. You ever notice, you know, you with your wife or your lady, and you might do something different, and then they asking you, what's wrong? What's the matter?
Yep.
You ain't trying, but that's what he say, an air of unpredictability. That means you don't have to be unpredictable. It's just an air of it. Oh, all right, what he got? Suspended in terror. You ever get in trouble and your mom say, when you get home, you gonna get it?
Yeah.
Now you waiting on it? Oh, they say, I'm gonna tell your daddy. Hey.
That's the truth. That's the same thing. It's effective. It'll make you act right. It'll make you sit down and think about what's going on with your life.
But here go the thing though. And every time we look at this stuff, we look at how we can use it and how people use it against us.
Right.
And that's something that your mama would use against you.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely. You know what? Don't lie.
You probably needed it.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I use it. I use it every day. Because usually at the school, I'm chill. I'm cool. Mm-hmm. But they would say, you know, Doc, man, something ain't right. Because you ain't saying nothing. I don't say nothing. Because, you know, I'm always joking with them, you know, fooling around. You ain't saying nothing. Man, what I did. I'm like, don't worry about it. You're going to be cool. Just go ahead and do what you're doing. They don't like that.
Oh, no. They got them shook out there, Doc. They're a little shook up.
Man, that's what we got to do. But you know what the thing is with these 48 laws, man, all this stuff, you can practice them or you can be looking out for it. When I say practice it, it's not like you trying to take advantage of people or do stuff like that. But you looking at it and looking at how people use it against you.
Right.
Now here, Robert Greene, what he talk about is the first one. And it took me a minute to kind of get through this thing and kind of make it make sense to me.
Okay.
Playing chess, 1972.
Yeah.
Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer, which I heard of Bobby Fischer before.
Shook him up. Yeah,
but look how man. Honestly,
listen, boy, that's what I done heard. You know, I play sports, and we all done talk trash and try to get people out their game and all that kind of stuff. We done all done that. But the Bobby Fischer move in this one, boy, had Buddy destroyed him.
But was it? You know, let's explain it just in case y'all didn't, y'all just tuning in and didn't get to read it. So let me tell you what happened. Bobby Fischer played chess, and he was playing against #1 chess champion Boris Spassky
out of Russia
in Iceland.
Yeah,
he was out of Russia, but they was playing in Reykjavik, Iceland. And Bobby Fischer ain't like the terms. Like, he ain't like how much money they was getting paid. They ain't like how they was gonna play it. He ain't want to play over in Iceland. So he was debating whether he gonna come or not.
Yep.
He came a couple of minutes before it's supposed to start.
Right, the last minute.
Yep. Oh yeah, Freddie Brown, man, great strategy. That's right, man. Glad you could tune in with us. If you got something to add, you can always jump on, and you can throw it in the comments, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
But anyway, man. So he threw him off and then he just was complaining about everything, didn't want to play. And it threw this man off the game.
Oh man, it was bad, man.
And like you said, he was late. See, and this is the thing. I think he was late, and then he just started doing other stuff. I don't think this was the whole plan from the beginning. I really don't.
I tend to agree with you. I think he came late and then saw my man was a little shaky and said, "Oh, I wonder what else I can do."
Yeah.
But it still works. He still kept him suspended in terror because that guy never knew it was coming.
Boy, this dude here. Hey, look what he's saying. You ever been in the old frozen and somebody get kicked out? and you hear them and they talk in the parking lot talking about, okay, I'll be back.
You know, time
So
time
now
to
you're
get up out
trying
of
to leave because you know what that means.
Trying to get up out of there. Oh, it's time to get up out of there, bro. I gotta get off the block. I gotta get all the way off the block. I'm going.
Hey,
I'm out of here.
But the thing he's saying is true though.
Yeah.
That behavior that you don't, when unpredictable, that's why I don't like unpredictable people. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. I can't stand unpredictable because you don't know what they're gonna do. But I'm steady being unpredictable.
Boy, look at the lies. Look at the lies. Boy, I know this man ain't brought up the 8th grade DC trip. Boy, liar, pants on fire. I don't know. I might have did get us lost. Let me think about it. I might have got us lost for a second. I think I got us lost walking around the Washington Mall. Was it around the Washington Mall, Terry? I think it was around the Washington Mall. I think I got us lost walking around. I think I got us separated from the group. I might have did. That might have happened. That
I
may
don't know
have.
what y'all been trying to do, boy. Y'all trying to see W. Bush or something. I don't know what y'all doing up over there.
That might have possibly almost could have maybe happened, but I'm not gonna say it did happen. But I vaguely remember maybe getting us separated from the group. Maybe I got us separated from the group.
Hey, I knew I was gonna get it when I got home.
Man, we made it back. We made it back. We found them. It wasn't long.
But all right, but so let's look at that situation. When you got lost, that created terror in the teacher because of the unpredictability. She was expecting y'all to go a certain route. The expectation that they're gonna do this. Yep. And he say further down here about how humans are creatures of habit.
Yes, we are.
And you can plan on that. So this teacher planning on y'all being where they took Lincoln and he got shot. Boy, y'all, he got a time machine over there or something. He got on some of them goggles. He just remembered. Sound like what my wife said. Right. I don't believe I be remembering stuff. Like you making stuff up.
He is right. He is 100% correct.
He was saving it. So he was saving that one, man.
He been waiting for a long time to bring that up.
The whole thing. But look at this, how unpredictability played itself out in this story with the chess thing. And I think the reason why he chose the story was because of what happened to other buddy. Yeah. Because this dude that went crazy, man, he said, oh, they done put some poison in the chairs. Y'all x-ray all the stuff. Man, he is like hypnotizing me. He did all of this stuff. And he was the champion. Yep. It say right here, he began to complain of hallucinations, but his mind was unraveling. And then he just quit. He quit.
Your camera focusing on something else.
Yeah, I know. That's what I get, man. That's for having all this high tech stuff. That's what I get. Even got my other background, my little shelf, my camera stuff on it, man. I need to go simple.
All right, in this chapter, right? I tend to agree with you. I don't know if Bobby Fischer planned all of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think he got in there late. I think he got there late on purpose. I do think he got there late on. I really think he was considering whether or not he was even going to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I really. And he was like, all right, I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it, but I ain't going to not show up and look like a sucker. I think he got there. The match started. Because then the guy started off winning.
Yeah, he lost. Bobby Fischer lost the first round.
Right.
And then he was like, man, forget it. I'm just going to do whatever. And he came out with some. And see, that's it. Anticipation.
Right.
He came out with that and he wasn't expecting it.
Right.
Further down, he talked about how he kept him off balance. And he said he played on your predictability and defeated you at your own game. That's what the other dude usually do. That's how he win.
Right.
But how can he defeat you at your own game if he don't know what the game is?
Right. If you in there being unpredictable in your regular actions, and his mind is transferring to the chessboard. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Bobby Fischer was doing something so strange in his person. I think it got the guy away from paying attention to what was actually happening on the chessboard, and he started overthinking.
Yeah,
overanalyzing.
and see, that's what happens. It's a way of manipulation.
Right.
It is a way of manipulation.
It works beautifully. It works
So
beautifully.
he said, so further down, he say, because to win in chess, you have to be supremely patient and far-seeing. And then second, the game is built on patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And the sequence of moves that have been played before will be played again with slight alteration. So if you've seen one, you've seen them all. But the opponent analyzes the patterns you are playing and uses them to try to foresee your moves.
Right.
So here's the question I have. How does this part play like in our own lives?
Well, from a perspective for me, a management position,
Mm-hmm.
when you're dealing with your employees, you do notice a pattern or a rhythm in how they do things.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do things differently, it does make you like, oh, okay, hold on, what's going on with him? He seemed out of character. He seemed out of his standard, or she seemed out of character. And if you're paying attention to your people, it can help you catch an issue before it becomes an issue. Like you can go say, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's how you can use it just because you're paying attention. But also, especially as it comes to safety, if you see somebody doing something unpredictable on a piece of equipment, that's when it's like, oh, that's when the little terror.
Man, look.
Because I've seen some strange things on some equipment, boy. I don't want to be around when it go wrong.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. This is how unpredictability got us, man. I was managing that tire warehouse up in Midway. Yeah. Man, these cats was in there, and you know they have them reach trucks. They had reach trucks in there, and
that's the one. That's the one.
You know, them reach. This was like the not the tallest one, but it went up like 45 feet.
Okay.
Man, these dudes, you know how you get comfortable with it, right? You start doing, and you just start zipping. They was gone.
Yeah.
Man, next thing I know, all I heard, boom.
Damn.
I get on the golf cart and go around there. These jokers then ran into one another, and the battery slid out and slid about 6 feet. And you know, all the counterbalance is in the battery.
Yeah.
Look, we couldn't move that. We had to get another lift to kind of move and put that thing back in there. But what I'm getting to is that the unpredictability, that one person who wasn't following the rules, caused a terror.
So the whole
that's it.
Listen, when people don't realize, man, when you're dealing with large equipment that, you know, if it hits you, it can kill you. Unpredictability is scary. That is terrible. Yeah. You know, well, I run your ball piece of equipment quick. Yo, bro, come on, get out now.
Oh yeah.
You make me feel uncomfortable. Are you coming out of there?
Yeah. I was the assistant GM, so I could wear white to work and not get dirty. I was like that. I would go out there and say, man, I'm gonna help y'all. I would try to go out there and throw a tire or two. Them jokers will run me off. Man, Doc, don't be out here, man. Go back in that office where you supposed to be.
Oh yeah, they gonna get you out of there. When I was a worker, I ain't never liked the manager come to my, hey man, hey.
But they respected it though.
I
just wanted to show them that I was trying to do it. Oh, OG in the house. OG in the house. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna get you a song, OG. I got to get him something.
You gotta get his own sound. OG needs his own sound.
Him something. Yes, I got to do that.
When it comes to safety, that's one of those things where being unpredictable can be scary for everybody. That is a way to keep people in terror when it comes to safety. But on a more strategic level, as far as being unpredictable, I think in your relationships, your personal relationships, especially man and woman relationships, that being unpredictable is it can keep a relationship fresh and new and exciting, or it can destroy a relationship because I can't
you just don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know,
so
on another note,
very carefully. What's the reversal on this one? I forgot the reversal.
Oh. Okay. Hold on, let me go down to it because I highlighted that one up too. All right, unpredictability can work in your favor. And this one is talking about Muhammad Ali and George Foreman.
Yeah.
Okay, let me set it up. 1974, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman about to fight. Everybody know what Muhammad Ali do. He dance around, bob and weave, you know, doing all this stuff. And George Foreman was a power puncher. So you're like, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and let Ali dance. As soon as he get close, I'm gonna go ahead and clock him.
Yeah.
But what Ali did is he switched it up. He said, you know what? I ain't gonna do no dancing. I ain't gonna run around the ring. I'm gonna take it right to your face. You know, he went right up to him and start slugging it out. So guess what happened? That unpredictability threw George Foreman off. And when he got thrown off, when George Foreman got thrown off, he couldn't hang with it. He just was throwing wild punches, trying to get it in. So that being unpredictable worked well for him. And there are some instances when being unpredictable can work to your advantage, but you got to choose when to do it.
I agree, especially if you, in Ali's case, he had a long history of doing something a certain way.
Yeah.
So when he came in doing something different, anything different, it created a whole new mindset for Foreman.
I want to talk about that right there. I want to talk about that.
A scared fighter is a wild fighter.
Yeah. Let's sit on that for a second.
Okay.
Because when you're fighting wild, you have no control of yourself. And the whole thing about this book is self-control. It's controlling. That's what the power is. Yep. There it is. Like people who play Mortal Kombat and just press the buttons. You got to know what you're doing. So, but the unpredictability, when somebody using it on you, you turn into that scared fighter. You turn into that wild fighter and spend up all your energy.
Yep.
You know what? Let me tell you this real quick, man. This what happened, how I had used this against those kids. So, man, I got a group of kids this year. And they have, like in our school, we got the classroom and then it's a bathroom in between the two classrooms. So what I found out they was doing, they're going there with their phone and film quick little TikToks of them dancing, right? So I had then infiltrated all of the kids, so they'll tell me all kind of stuff, especially with somebody they don't like. So they say, hey, Doc, you know so-and-so making TikToks in the bathroom? I'm like, really? Show me. You can get your phone out, pull it out, show me. So they pull it up, right? And I took a picture of the username, and I knew when the girl was going to the bathroom. So before she goes to the bathroom the next day, a couple of days later, she was expecting me to be like, yeah, okay, go ahead. You know what I did? I said, hey, before you go, let me run something by you. Tell me if you know who this is. And she said, what? Okay. And I wrote the username on her paper and slid over there. Man, that thing threw her off, and it ain't been no more TikToks out of that bathroom.
She knew you was watching.
See that what I'm saying? They knew what was up. So that had created something to stop the behavior. There you go. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Mike Tyson.
Man, let's talk about that one too, about keeping composure and keeping yourself in line. That's what you got to do.
I think composure is the thing that allows you to defend against this law.
Yeah.
Let them be unpredictable. Let them act crazy, be wild, do all this, do all that. Stay in your pocket. Stay in your pocket and plan. I really believe that's one of the things you can do to defend against this.
You know, it's like like when people, oh, okay, hey, what's up? Oh, we got some more 48 laws of power. Miss Persona is in the house.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go. Oh, that's Miss OG. Yeah, Miss OG, and hold on.
There she go.
All right. See, look. Oh,
there it is.
See?
Got him.
That's what I'm saying. But see, look, the unpredictability, because you don't know what they're gonna do next. You don't know. But
that's
go
how
ahead,
you gotta,
man. Go ahead.
Sometimes you gotta be that way. You really gotta, keep people on their toes around. They think they know you. Every now and then you gotta throw them a little wrench in there.
You know, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. Let's start using this unpredictability thing to our advantage. And this is how we gonna do it. When we've been talking about people being unpredictable in a negative way. Let's be unpredictable in the other way, in a positive way. How about let's do something with our families, some things that nobody ever seen before, that's gonna benefit you. You know, for me, I mean, hey, I'm gonna talk about this to the day I die. You know what we did. We packed up a car and drove to California. That was the most unpredictable thing in the world that nobody ever thought to do. Very unpredictable.
Yep.
But it shook people up. It did that. So let's shift it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? How about, going to get your education, or shaking it up, going to get a different job that have better pay, learning how to do something else.
Yeah.
We got plenty of people like that. I had fellas out there lumping and doing all this stuff, and they say, "Oh yeah, I got to go. I'm getting this CDL.
Gotta go.
I'm getting this welding thing." So do something extra. But I see somebody's mama in here.
That's her.
Yep. Somebody's mama. Hey, she all right with me.
It's like this when it comes to that. First off, nothing makes me feel better when I'm working, especially if a guy on my team come to me and say, "Hey, boss man, I got to put my 2 weeks in. What's going on, bro? I got a new job. I got promoted, got my CDL, got my welder's license."
Oh yeah.
Any of that stuff, those real hard skills. Shout out to the welders, OG. Any of those real hard skills that's gonna pay the bills. And man, I'm excited about that, man. I congratulate them. I make a big deal out of it, man, because I feel like we as people don't make a big deal about other folks having and finding some level of success.
Everybody like hearing that they're doing a good job. Exactly. I don't care who you are. Everybody like hearing you doing a good job. That's the thing that'll keep you going. And that's what it is. So that's what we got. That's what I'm saying. Doing that to being unpredictable in a positive way. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Just like when your kids act up, and some people, they be tearing their kid behind up.
Right.
And they're expecting it. So some people, they get used to that. So how about when you come at them with something different? Then they waiting, just like Terry said earlier, your mama said you can get it when you get home. And you looking that you're going to get it, but you about to get that lecture and learn something that day. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to encourage us to flip the script on people, flip the script in our life, and change our families like that.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Mm-hmm. A little change can a little shake up, a little change can shift yourself, your life, the course of your life, and an entire group. For me, I just up and moved to Atlanta.
Yeah. I remember when we first started back talking, you had just came there for about 2 weeks?
Just a little bit before that. I just, opportunity drop, I ran and took it.
Yeah. Hey, now see, the chef gonna be in here asking what you eating.
Little special.
He a chef and a welder.
Hey, look, OG be getting down now. Next time I come to Savannah, I'm gonna have to go over there and drop some meat off to him or something. Get on one of them barbecues with him or something.
Look here.
Yep.
He right.
That's right. That's right, man. That is right, man. But so in the second part of this chapter, we talking about and I'm trying to teach my son this lesson. Filippo. Who was Filippo? Filippo was like he wasn't a king, but he was somewhat high up in the in the status. So he was a duke. The last of the Visconti dukes of Milan in the 15th century.
Yeah.
Consciously, he on purpose did the opposite of what everyone expected him to do. So what he would do is that he would have a courtier, which is, like the little dignitaries and stuff like that. Oh man, hold on. Y'all bought the Deion Sanders tape and they kick y'all off the bus.
Must be the money.
Oh man. All right, Az, I'm not on the YouTube side, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'll flip over there and see if I can slow it down. but what he did though, he did the opposite of everything on purpose. That what they call them people contrary. They call them contrary people.
A contrary,
the opposite.
Yeah.
So he would see somebody and butt him up. Hell yeah, man, come on, I'm gonna give you a raise. I'm gonna give you a promotion. You can be up here with me. He'll put them up there and start ignoring them. So they think they're doing something wrong. Then when they start feeling down, then he give them attention again. Then he fire them. Then he bring them back. So he kept everybody on their toes. So I like what the advice say right here. It said the secret to dealing with him was simple. Don't presume to know what he wants. Don't presume to know what he wants.
So I guess so I take that as in a work environment.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that to mean do your job at a high level every day.
That's right.
Because you don't know what your boss looking at. But if you're doing your job right all the time, you ain't have to worry about it. And that's probably what he was trying to promote or cultivate within his team.
Yeah. I mean, and that could be. You want to keep them on their toes. But look at the rest of it. Don't try to guess what will please him. Never inject your will to surrender to his will. Then wait to see what happens. So let's really dive into this thing. For me, in the book, The Superior Man, I know we hadn't talked about that one yet, but I think I shared that one with you. The way of the Superior Man.
I already read it, dog.
Man, and that's gonna be on the list too. If y'all hadn't read The Way of Superior Man by Dan Deirdre, oh man, you got to do it. But when he compare men and women, that's what I like, and this what made it clear.
Don't say nothing. I've been using those tactics in my house. Don't say nothing. I've been using those tactics, man.
Okay.
Don't give my secrets away.
You know what? I'll say that y'all just got to read the book. But just know when stuff going down, sometimes you got to be still and let whatever happen gonna happen. Then make your decision what to do after that.
She's watching. Don't give my secrets away.
Moving on.
I want you to reiterate the question one more time.
You about to tell everything. I read the book. I'm applying. That's what you got to do. You got to read, comprehend, and apply.
You want advice? You're gonna have to take it.
I'm saying you're gonna have to take it. Comparison. Oh boy, eyes are open, and they said, "Tell it, tell it."
Yes, sir. No, I'm not saying nothing.
No, this the only part I'm gonna say. This the only part I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
This helped me a lot and everything. It helped me understand stuff. Now, out of people out there, if you don't know, this year for me, it been 19 years married.
Yes, sir.
19.
Congratulations.
And when I read this part of the book, it unlocked so much. And what it said was that men are like rocks in the middle of the ocean. We the same. We don't really move. It's kind of, we just like that. And if you look at it, most men, if you look at your husband, your boyfriend, you look at yourself, you probably eat the same thing every day for breakfast. You probably wear the same shirts. You probably got shirts and socks up in there that you didn't have for 10 years. Ain't never got rid of because you do the same things.
Listen, I'm wearing my favorite shirt right now.
Look, I done been an alumni from this place and ain't even no gold on it no more, but I'm still wearing it. But that's what we do. But the difference he drew from that, he said that women and our wives are like the ocean. And the thing about the ocean is that, and this is my appreciation because God made y'all that way, that y'all can shift and move. It can be in a tropical storm right there. And then the next moment is calm. Because God built y'all like that. So when I understood that, when I saw, okay, my wife gonna feel up and down doing this and that, what I knew. That's just how God made her. And if I just be still and do me, oh, my bad. Let me zip up.
I got you. You all right? You all right? Hey, you got to. You got
Look
to.
here. He right.
He right.
That's right. So men are simple. Oh, you know what? We uncomplicated. Then she's talking about unzip. I'm gonna move on with this thing. We gonna step forward a little bit. You trying to get all the secrets. You got to come back for when we do that book study. Then you can learn all the secrets.
All the secrets, right? Then come
That's
back,
what we
get
gotta do.
Learn the secret. You can let me get my secret for a good another 6 more months.
But it don't matter, because you know what? This is what I've discovered over the years, man. I've discovered through working in education, being in the church, doing that church leadership thing, that everyone is in a constant battle against their own nature. By that, I mean, you have something inside of you that you do regularly.
Right.
Something that, like men, we have a certain nature that we do. And it's always a battle against that nature. For example, if you are an overweight person, and it's your nature to always pull off at Krispy Kreme when the light is on, that's your nature. But when you decide I'm not going to do that, and you have to fight your nature, then you win. But sometimes you lose. So with that, I mean, men and women, we have our natures, and we always fighting against them. And sometimes we win, and sometimes we lose. But anyway, don't tell men. You know what? We're gonna be in that whole little battle with the council and the rogue. I side with the council, by the way. I side with the council.
I'm gonna say this on the superior man, just because it has helped me.
Man,
when I initially read the book, some of the things he was suggesting, I knew, like you just said, were against my natural nature and how I have handled things.
Yeah. And
I really had to work at some of the things in the book. And I can say sitting here right now, I have been successful.
Yeah, it does. And it reframes your mind.
Yes.
You can change the world you live in. This is how you change the world you live in. We look around at our world, we look around at things that happen, and it's easy to fall into despair. Yep. It's easy to do that. But the way you change your world is not by changing the outside, but change the inside. You change the way you think and the way you look at things. You can live in a different place. If you stop looking at negative stuff and start looking at stuff, finding a silver lining in everything, then you always going to be happy.
Yep.
You created that. That's one of them things I learned from reading books.
Black man, read some books. Open the pages. We here. What you read? Let us know. We'll get with you. We'll come and do a study with you. Let us know. Open the books. I remember a joke used to be, if you want to keep your money around black folks, put it in the book.
Hey. We talking about both, man. Because you know what? Honestly, they both kind of connected.
Well, I'm gonna say this: 48 Laws of Power. I can connect that to almost any book.
Yeah. It's the foundation for all of this.
Yeah, this is a book, fellas. If you got a senior, junior in high school young man, put it in his hand.
Read it with him. Read it with him and talk about it.
Put it in his hand.
Read it and talk about it.
Yes, sir.
So
read it and talk about he need to get this. I wish I had got this knowledge when I was 17, 18 years old. He need this information. Read it, talk about it with him, study it with him. This here book will give him skills to use and ways to help himself from getting used. Yeah.
Because when I first put the thing out about this book, people thought it was a narcissist handbook, that it was evil. But when you find out about the author and that this is a book he wrote to his self. He wrote it to his teenage self, his 21-year-old self that was living in Hollywood, California.
Yep.
As advice. When you start looking at it from that perspective and not telling you negative things to do, then it's a whole nother thing. Here you go. Son in the crib. He should be a powerful young man.
Yes,
well,
sir.
it is. I remember your son was on the news for doing some outstanding things, a couple years ago. So there we go. Oh no, Miss OG, you okay? You all right, Miss OG?
The thing about 48 Laws, most people that I know who say, oh, it is narcissistic or all that kind of stuff, haven't read the book thoroughly.
No.
They haven't done something like what we're doing right now, which is a little study on it and gotten information and insight. Oftentimes they're like, oh, I read a few chapters and I ain't like it.
It's the titles.
Yeah.
And it would make you think that. But narcissism, okay. Here's the thoughts on narcissism. Narcissistic personality disorder actually occurs in a small percentage of the population. But a lot of people have some tendencies. Now, in terms of what most people call narcissistic behavior, it's really confidence. Like, you have to become obsessed with what you're doing and have to know that you're the best at what you're doing in order to be successful at it. Now, when you get to the point where you're hurting other people, because that's the crux of a whole narcissistic thing. They have to, they seek to hurt people for their own gain. It's all about them. But there's a difference between being humble and having pride. This is two different things.
Okay. Tyree got there. He says, I think every human being, male or female, should feel you're the best.
Okay.
I understand that sentiment. But I disagree on this front. What are you doing to back it up? If you're going to feel like you're the best, you got to give me some concrete reason why you feel like you're the best. I mean,
you know
what have you done? Don't come out at
Honestly,
me.
Go back to law. I can't remember what law it was. We already talked about it, where he said, take action.
Right.
And talk less. I'm not talking. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go back and find that. But yeah, key is obsession. That's the only way you get good at something is be obsessed with it. Yep. I tell my kids that all the time. Congrats, my son passed his learner's license test today. Because
he free.
Oh yeah, man. He free. I'm gonna have a car for him too. As soon as I'm gonna buy me a new car and give him my car.
There it is. Yeah.
There you go.
He winning out here.
Oh, I got a good kid though. Way smarter than me. Make me feel dumb all the time. I'm serious, bro. A whole nother level. But he can have what he wants.
He's supposed to be. He the new improved model.
Oh,
he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be smart. He's a new model.
Look, if we were refrigerators, and I was the refrigerator from the 50s, he that new Samsung with the touchscreen. That's what he is compared to me.
That's all right.
Nothing.
He's supposed to be an improvement He's supposed to be an improvement. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know,
I know.
Make sure you let him know you might be old, but not obsolete.
Hey, I'm made out of metal and cast iron, boy.
I still work now. It's still getting cold in here now. Make sure you know hey, listen, I might not be smart. I can't hook to your phone. I ain't Bluetoothing.
Yeah.
But the food's still cold and you gonna eat.
So before we go on to Law 18, anybody got any questions or any more comments about the previous law we talked about? We kind of jumped through it and we didn't go, oh no, we ain't got to Law 21 yet. We are on 18, so we should be on 21.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks we usually do 2.
Yeah.
Unless I'm by myself and I can only crank out 1 because I ain't got energy like that. I ain't got that. Oh, all right. Here we go. Okay. So used to drive a reach truck in the racks at the warehouse. I said I was the best, and the crazy thing is nobody questioned it. They didn't check my numbers, my time. Nope, just said because.
That's because you ain't never worked with me. That's the only reason.
Hey.
You'd have worked with me. I'd have had to test you. I'd have had to put you to the test, brother. Because I know I'm top 100 in the world. No questions about it. Top 100 in the world. I put myself against anybody. We ain't going to talk about that.
I can make it go down the aisle. I can make it come back. I can use it to get somewhere else.
There ain't nothing I can't do on a reach truck.
Look, man, we was
master operator.
Man, we had them tires up there, man. We used to do those 18-wheelers, the school bus tires, all that stuff up in there. Nah, he said you don't want smoke.
All the smoke. All the
Everybody
smoke.
ain't us.
Holler at me when you come to Atlanta, bro. I run the warehouse. I bring you up in there. We go at it right in the warehouse. Don't even matter. I run that, boy. I come in. I got the card. I get in 24/7. I go in there at night. Nobody else in there. We can have it out.
I'm gonna have to back up. He says it's not cocky if you can back it. I'm gonna have to back up to that law, and we have to touch on that. About performing, about showing people. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Right.
We have to run back to that one.
Well, let's go ahead and hit on this number 18. Isolation is dangerous.
Yes. And it says, the title is, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. So, and in this one, I use, I got to pull up my computer and I use Microsoft Edge so I can highlight my book and save it. I had to highlight this whole thing. Usually I can just do little words, and I had to do the whole thing. And this is what it say. The world is dangerous and enemies are everywhere. Everyone has to protect themselves. A fortress seems the safest, but isolation exposes you to more dangers than it protects you from. It cuts you off from valuable information. It makes you conspicuous and an easy target. Better to circulate among people, find allies, and mingle. You are shielded from your enemies by the crowd. A man is not an island.
Yep.
If you're an island, that's dangerous, man.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is they're going to the Chinese emperor on this one, right?
Yeah. Xian Shi Huang Ti.
Yeah.
Boy, I said that. Hold on.
You better than me.
Hold on. There I go. I said that one.
You did that because I promise you I wasn't gonna try. he was just gonna be the Chinese emperor dude.
The Chinese emperor. But this dude right here, he kind of took it too. He took it too far.
Yeah,
because he messed up. He messed up and got scared. That's what happened. So here's the story, y'all. He did a lot of good stuff for the Chinese people. Anime man. Yep. All day long. You should look behind me. I'm my Captain America shield over there. Everything else, man. I'm all on it. I don't even watch real stuff no more because it's too depressing. But anyway, this guy, he did a lot of stuff. Like, standardize the size of the wheels that's on carts.
Yeah.
Did a lot of quality of life stuff for the Chinese people. But he made a bad decision. And the people didn't like it. And then he ended up hiding out. He had a palace with 270 pavilions, so little parks, little areas. And they had secret passages to get to them. Mm-hmm. And he would always take the secret passages to get there. If people saw him, he had them killed. I mean, it got to the point nobody wanted to be around him because they would probably die.
Yep.
And what happened was he was so scared that he had to leave the palace or something. And he kind of left on his own with a little retinue of people, and he ended up dying. And they had to cover up him dying. They had some old fish they was pulling behind the cart to disguise the fact that he was dead. So he died by himself.
Okay.
Now, no, I don't think that's right. And this is the reason why. And believe it or not, so personal about me, at our job, we have like access to free counselors and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was like, man, it's on there. I'm gonna call him. So I called him up, right? Told him what I was thinking, what was going on. And you know what he told me? He said, removing yourself from a situation is healthy and it's the right thing to do. But what you do when you're in a physical situation where you cannot physically move yourself away, you know what we do? We mentally move ourselves away.
We do.
So we can isolate ourselves in our minds. You might be there in the house. You might be there at the job. You might be physically there with your friends, but up here, you're not. You've built a wall around yourself. And that is dangerous.
Yep.
That is dangerous. You isolate, you cut yourself off from everything.
I think people, when a person say you have to isolate yourself when faced with threats,
mm-hmm.
I think people take that as sometimes you got to get away.
Right.
Which I'm not opposed to. Sometimes you do need a vacation or a break from, or you need some me time or some self time.
Right.
Just to think some things through. But as a long-term solution,
all right,
I don't think it's good. I don't think isolation is healthy.
I have an unpopular opinion, and people ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Okay, hit them with it.
Basically, I think people who constantly drink and constantly smoke all the time, who say that I needed to escape, I needed to calm down.
Yep.
All that is a Band-Aid.
Yes.
And it's a Band-Aid that don't have the Neosporin in it. So what happened? Oh yeah, everybody do handle things differently, but guess what? You never handle it because you are isolating yourself from what's going on. It's just like running from a bully. If there's a bully and you always turning down the hall in a different direction, you're gonna be running the whole year. And guess what? Those same people, even on an extreme case, if somebody dies, somebody close to you die, and they spend years smoking and drinking, I need to take myself from it. But guess what? When you sober up, you still got to deal with it. It don't go away. It never go away.
All you doing is pushing it back.
You just keep getting an extension on the bill. Next thing you know, your minimum due is $500, and all you got is $350.
You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna get it.
Somebody
get cut off,
and it's gonna be you.
Yep.
So, but see, look, that's how our isolation is dangerous. So it's good to be with people, to talk to people. It is. That's what he's saying. You know what, Jay? Remember when we first reconnected?
Yep. I needed that.
This is what we did.
I needed that, man. You came through for me,
bro. Look, it's times, and I can't speak for the woman side of it, but I guess from a human side I can. But for us men, you got to talk to somebody. And again, been married a long time. My wife not my best friend. And I don't think she should be. She my wife. But I needed another man to talk to that understood where I was, man, where I was coming from.
I think that's one thing we can absolutely learn from women. Mm-hmm. They will dump and allow their friends to dump or vent.
Yeah.
At any time because they recognize they need it.
Yeah.
She's recognizing if her friend is coming to her vent, she's recognizing, oh, my friend needs this right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm a supporter.
Yeah.
And her when it flips, the friend does the same thing for her. They don't have an issue with that. We as men, we can definitely learn that from women too.
Yeah.
There's I don't know, we don't look at it as a sense of vulnerability or we look at it as some kind of weakness, but we definitely have an issue opening up and sharing how we feel. Even though we know for a fact We all going through something.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think for every man is different, and we can't put it on one thing. I think every different man probably experience different things. Like some people probably feel like it's weakness. Some people probably feel like I don't want to burden somebody else. Some people probably feel like I don't want to, be a problem. So it's a bunch of different ones. But look, there you go. My wife is not my friend. She's my wife. When I told my wife that, I said, you're not supposed to be my best friend. Nope. And she felt better because she thought she was supposed to, and she was trying to be my friend like that. We're not even to the same things. But you know what I'm going to do when I get up off here? I'm going to go in there and watch some anime with my son. We're going to watch some Attack on Titan or something. And we're going to play video games and do all that. My wife ain't into all that like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But she's there. I know if something go down, I know if I get sick, I know. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what. My wife, I told y'all about that incident at the school the other week where the teacher was in a rage and about to get the student.
Yeah.
Straight up rage, chased us up and down the halls. I told my wife about that. It was going to be some scrapping going on that day. She's still mad about it. And that was 2 months ago. She's still mad about it. She said, you can't do nothing to no person. But I tell you what, I got her. I said, nah, babe, just hold on. We good. But what I'm saying is when she was freed from the responsibility of trying to be my friend,
right,
things were better. And that's the key. See, we hear people say these things, and we hear all this stuff, and we try to emulate what the superstar is saying. We try to emulate what Instagram's saying. You know what I say? Forget that. I create my own world. That's the cool thing about being grown. I can do what I want.
Yeah. To a certain extent, yes, we can. First off, we ready for you, Terry. Tyra. We ready for you, Mr. White.
Yeah, come on, man.
We ready for you whenever you're ready. First off.
Yep. Hey, that's my brother-in-law. Brother-in-law. So, yep. You know what? But let's talk about this isolation thing some more.
Yeah.
Well, see, look, it causes that. It causes that.
It does.
Because you know what? Because you sit there with that fire and you keep stoking it.
Yep.
And nothing putting it out.
That's why that same Chinese emperor was killing everybody. Because he was constantly thinking somebody was up to something. He was constantly, I wish a nigga would, just like he said.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would try me. I'll kill him today. And he happened to be in a position with enough power where his thought and action was simultaneous. But I don't like him, I want him dead.
But it was so bad till he didn't even want people to see him. But this is the other part what isolation did for him. Other people started running the country and he didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Other people was saying, yeah, the emperor said this. He didn't even know it. You can lose everything you have from isolating yourself.
Yeah, you got to be involved. I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you something that how people isolate themselves today.
Oh, yeah.
This thing right here.
Yeah.
This thing right here.
Make sure that
be in the house.
I had to make sure that wasn't no iPhone.
No, that's I don't do no iPhone.
I had to make sure it wasn't no iPhone. I had to put you off.
No, we don't do no iPhone. People be in the house with their family and isolated on that phone.
Oh, well then I'm gonna one up you on that one. Because I did this. This is what I did. We isolate ourselves with work.
Yes.
We isolate ourselves with work.
Yep.
Because, and again, this is in The Superior Man, even though we're not talking about that book, Mr. White. We're not talking about The Superior Man, but it's in there. Because we get caught up with working and we missing everything at home.
Yep.
We get caught up in there and we don't know that our kid is grown 6 inches taller. You don't know it.
And that's so easy for us as men to do because we automatically think we supposed to be working. Ain't nobody say nothing to me. I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be at work. What they gonna say to me?
Yeah. So that's when you talk to yourself and it's not right. Yep. Okay. Watch this. So I'm in here all alone. And my mind say, they gonna get you. And then me say, who? And my mind say, them over there. Now me and them got beef.
You agreeing with your own self.
See that what I'm saying? I had all right. Quick story time, real quick. I got a little boy, right? And I know this joker bad. He got stuff going on. I'm sitting in there, we doing the test, and he looking in the air talking about, ain't nobody like you anyway. We don't like you. Leave us alone. And I said, hey, bro, little man, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. And I said, you sure? Because you about to beat them up, whatever they said. The joker looked at me like, you heard that?
He was fussing with himself.
That's what I'm saying. But isolation does that, man. It turns you to a hermit. And you know what it says? You know what it say? But look at this. Retreat into a fortress and you lose contact with the sources of your power. There you go, brother-in-law. See, that's it. That's the hardest working man in IT right there. That's the hardest working man in IT. My brother-in-law, he had that phone on his hip and they be calling. But then on top of that, the family be calling him for everything too. He always moving. I'm telling you. Oh, look at this. You see that? Here is the test. I made enough to buy my son some shoes, but I didn't know his size.
Look at that.
Isolation. But you know what happened though? Look at this. What happened is some bitter people will use that against you. You don't even know what size he wear. And it's supposed to be a bad thing, but
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody will definitely use it against you.
You can't do that. But let's talk about that. Now, but I want to swing this around though.
Okay.
Where you said retreat into a fortress and you lose contact with your sources of power. Who are your sources of power? As a regular person, me and you, who are your sources of power?
Your family. Your family is your source of power.
How?
Because, you know, you
I'm
gotta,
putting you on the spot.
For me, my family, my source of power, because that's who I do what I do for.
Okay.
You know, I'm working for me, but I'm really working for my kids. I'm working for my lady. I'm working for my mother. I'm working so to make all of their lives easier and better. So that's my source of power. That's why I try to always stay engaged, because what am I doing this for if I'm not seeing them do better?
Look, he said, but I know he needs shoes though.
Oh yeah.
And you know that. But you know what? I would say sources of power, I'm going to say is people. And you have to interact with people, and you got to communicate and trade ideas with people. So yeah, now look at what you said. Now let's turn it a little bit, because we said sources of power, not inspiration, but sources of power.
And I was sitting here thinking, maybe they might inspiration.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought
But look, not inspiration. Oh, there you go. And that we need to talk. We're going to have some talks about that, about seeming like you the villain. Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Saturday conversation.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that one on Saturday. So, Mr. White, not this Saturday, but, oh, man, I'll let you know, but you're going to come on. But the thing is, though, and see, this is the problem. This is what we do. As men, we connect ourselves to working. We actually place ourselves as a tool or an instrument for earning.
Yep.
And that's why we hit the wall so hard. And I always bring this up. I say it all the time. And people don't believe me when I say it. But among all races, males, any male, have the highest suicide rates by 3 or 4 times.
Right.
Women and girls. 3 or 4 times. If you don't believe me, I'll pull up the chart from the government. 3 or 4 times, when it might be 3% for these girls, and boys is 12%. it's 28%. This is real. And isolation is what's causing it. At least one.
It's one of the causes. It definitely is. It's far easier for a man to become isolated than a woman.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my opinion, because, especially, because women are the nurturers of the group. So they are a far more social being than we are. How many men I've heard men say, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't hardly go out.
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't either.
See?
I'm not gonna lie. I told you what I would do.
Right.
I have a whole bunch of money, but I'd be up in the house. But I'll probably be white because I ain't getting no sun, but I'm gonna be rich. But because I'm with my wife and I love her for this, she's the one that say, you know what, let's do some adventurous stuff. Let's do something different. Because of her, I got to see her, go up a mountain, touch the Pacific Ocean. Because of her, she did that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I think for us as men, this isolation is dangerous. Is a high risk for us. Yeah. It's high risk because it can happen so fast. Like you said, work. Mm-hmm. You know how easy it is. When I first was going through my divorce, we had the custody of the kids was set up 1 week on, 1 week off. You know how fast that week without my kids would go by where I would do nothing? I'm talking about, but I go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. Didn't do nothing. Go to work, come home, play the game, go to work, come home, watch a show. Nothing. You know what? It was so easy to do that and lose a whole week and literally accomplish nothing in the house, accomplish nothing in my life because I'm supposed to go to work every day. That's all. I don't think I knew I was supposed to do.
You doing that routine.
Yeah.
You're doing that routine. And that can lead into isolation. And this is why it's dangerous, man. And I mean, that's true. You find something you love and then it's not work. That's true. That's true. But what we getting on though is what we do with our time, how we can control ourselves. And I think we use work as a way to escape.
Yeah.
We use it as a way to escape.
Because we know we above reproach when we at work. What I mean when I say that is anytime somebody got something to say when you're a man, you say, well, I was at work. Yeah. That's your ultimate trump card. Man, why you ain't do so-and-so? Boy, I was at work. How come you ain't know so-and-so was going on with such and such? I was at work. We can throw that down anytime because we know we supposed to be at work. Mm-hmm. So we think we're supposed to always be at work. So anytime we miss something that's going on in the family or in the house or with our kids, with our wives, man, I was at work. What I'm supposed to do, I'm working 12 hours a day. That's how I won.
Man,
I was at work. Yeah, I was at work for a man is an excuse like, oh, I was young for a woman. Why you did it? Oh, I was young. It's a freebie. It's a freebie. You can just use it anytime. It don't even matter. I was at work.
I was at work. But you know what? All right, look at this. So they say time is money. And you know me, I say that my saying is that everybody got a price. So what you're telling me is that when we get stuck on work and get stuck on that overtime, is that them $20 or $30 an hour is worth more to us than what's at home. I'm serious. I mean, overtime is good. I'm with it. But there's people out there, man. I got a partner right now, man, working out at the ports. That joker works 6-7 days a week constantly.
Yep.
On purpose. But you miss so much. And you can't get that back. You can't get that back. I can't get back when my son was 5 feet tall because he's like 5'7" now. I can't get that back. I didn't see it.
Nope.
You know what? That's why I had quit teaching one time, man. I quit it because I was missing them. I was helping everybody else kid, not helping my kids. And even then, I'm going to go back to this. Look, it's an escape because you can get your mind off the problem. Yeah, you can. You get your mind off of it, but the problem's still there.
Still there. You still got to deal with whatever that issue is.
What they call it, the barbarian at the gate.
Yep. He's still there. Uh-huh. It ain't going nowhere. You got to deal with it. You got to come see me. He got the barbarian again got to come see me face on at all times.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Matter of
come
fact,
see me, homie. I'm right here. I'm ready for you.
Let's go.
Sooner or later, you got to deal with me.
That's right. That is right.
and I think, I really wholeheartedly agree with this law, man. Because just like in prison, the worst punishment they can give you is isolation, solitary confinement.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst punishment they got.
That's true. That's true. But look at this right here. So it says, to make yourself more powerful, you must place yourself at the center of things. You got to know what's going on.
Yep.
All right. Power. And we've established earlier that power is control over yourself and your situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in your house, you can't have power because you don't hardly be there.
Yep.
And I'm this real world example. You know, me, I do the special ed part. So I follow the class around the middle school. So I go from class to class to class, right? And you know, I got 30 kids, almost 30 kids. And you know, whoever class I'm in, when they need something or they asking permission for something, who you think they go to first?
Yep.
Not the teacher who class it is.
Nope.
Me. I'm the one. Because I'm there.
Right.
But now I'm not saying don't work or nothing like that, but you got to balance it.
Yeah.
You got to balance it. I ain't putting that down because sometimes, you know what, you got to tuck it in and go on and work, get them hours. Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
But you got to balance it.
But I think that the issue is we know, everybody knows you gotta get to the money. You gotta make some money. We all gotta pay for ourselves in this world and pay for our family. But you gotta do it within, like, hey baby, you know what's coming up. We know we got this going on, that going on. I'm gonna be out of it for a few weeks and I'm about to grind it out.
Man, you see me sitting here, bruh. I don't know how I didn't highlight this.
What's that?
In moments of uncertainty and danger, you need to fight the desire to turn inward. Instead, make yourself more accessible, seek out old allies and make new ones. Force yourself into more and more different circles. This has been the trick of powerful people for centuries.
And you know what? That's what we did.
Yeah.
You was an old ally.
Had to turn back.
And man, you don't know how pivotal that was for me, man. I was on the edge of giving up.
Man, look, I done been there. I told you my story. How, I was at a point where it felt like I had a rucksack on my back with bricks in it. And I would walk around and I'd just be holding my head down. I wasn't carrying nothing. All I wanted to do was just go and sit in the closet, man. I wanted to go sit in my closet, shut the door and turn the lights off. That's all I wanted to do. And there you go. My son being special needs made me a demigod. I hear you, bro. Look, now we can talk about that autism stuff. I know a lot about that. Them autistic people, boy, they something serious in a good way.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, that for me, when I fought the urge to go sit in the closet in the corner. And man, you know me, I'm religious, man. I'm there. I'm in the church.
Yes, sir.
And, I was praying about it, man. And I heard, which we're going to tell this story about hearing the voice of God. We're going to talk about that. But I heard it and it said, go talk to him. And next day, the dude I was teaching with, T-Man, who was on here, tall, lanky white dude with a sleeve full of tattoos. Mm-hmm. Me and him teaching together. And I said, hey, man, I'm having a problem. And we started talking. And he was telling me his problems. And I was telling him mine. And for 3 years, we worked through stuff. And now, I'm 4 years this year because we still talking. That's my brother. Hey, but it's because I fought the urge to turn inward.
Listen, read that part again, man. Read it for him one more time.
In moments of uncertainty and danger, You need to fight the desire to turn inward. Instead, make yourself more accessible. Seek out old allies and make new ones. Force yourself into more and more different circles. Ooh, different circles. This has been the trick of powerful people for centuries. Look, different circles.
Yep.
You can't just go back to the same old folks. Different people.
What's the phrase? You can't create a new outcome repeating the same actions.
Exactly.
Doing the same thing.
But think about how big this is. Think about how big this is. If you're a person, let's say you're a street dude, regular street dude, man, you going through this stuff and you just want to go into yourself. But now guess what you do? You tune into something like this. People who doing different things with themselves. Now your life changing.
Mm-hmm.
You get a new outlook on stuff because you turn to something different. That's the big part about it, man. Turn to something. It's time to do something different.
Yep. And it's so easy to turn inward and just shut down and not, want to deal with anybody or even deal with yourself. You ever not want to deal with yourself?
Yeah. Yep.
Look at yourself like, boy, I'm so tired of dealing with you.
Man, look, you know what? I get it. And this is the conversations we had yesterday and the day before about this whole Will Smith thing, what it did for me is I get it. I understand why some dudes want to X themselves out of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why they don't want to do this no more. Because it's like you fighting a battle that you can't win. It's like you trying to put together a puzzle, but none of the pieces fit.
Right.
You playing a game where you don't know the rules to. So I can see that. But I'm glad we here for this.
First off, let me read that. Yes, the whole reason for this group is to help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
You are absolutely correct.
OG.
That's why we here. We here. We all have problems.
Mm-hmm.
We all have the other. You know what we have? I think the biggest thing is to try to teach each other and help each other find healthy ways.
Yeah.
To deal with our problems, because we're not gonna stop having problems, no matter how well we do in life. We may have a different type of problems, but we're never gonna stop having problems.
No.
So
that goes on forever. But I
don't mind having first world problems.
Hey, okay.
I'd much rather have a first world problem, but they still problems.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you my first world problem. Check this out, man. It's too funny. One time I went to McDonald's, right? And I don't mess with no McDonald's hamburgers. I don't even hardly eat fast food no more because that job bad for you. But I do eat their chicken nuggets though. No lie. Yeah. So I go to the window, I order a little 10-piece, right? Get my bag. And they always try to cheat you on the sauce. So I tell them, make sure to put the sweet and sour sauce in the bag. And they be like, yes, sir. They be lying. They ain't put that in the bag. But anyway, I get my bag right, and I wheel off, and I check behind them because they be trying to short your stuff because I'm miserly. If I pay for it, I'm get it. I might not even eat the 3 sauces, but you gonna give me 3 because I paid for it. So I look in the box, right, and instead of a 10-piece, I had 9 nuggets up in there.
Oh man!
I don't play that. I went back around. I said, hey. I only had 9 nuggets in this box. The people look at me like I'm crazy. Like, bro, you counting?
Yeah.
But that's my first world problem, though.
Hey, now your first world problem is you got a camera so nice it zoom when you don't want it to. That's
first world problem.
First world problem, man.
Man, it's this new background. It's this new background, man.
Well, the camera want to look at it too. We all looking at the camera want to look at the new background too. That's all it's trying to do. Trying to make sure we know what Doc working with over there. We ain't on
man, look. I'm in the garage, man. I got the garage. Pull up, boy, in the garage. I'm just facing a different direction. Mm-hmm. But regardless, man, you know what? I don't know if you caught this, but your boy was in this chapter 2.
My boy,
my boy was in the chapter. Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on. Hit me with it. Hit me with
All
his
right.
thoughts.
So it say the French statement Talleyrand played the game the same way. Although he came from the oldest aristocratic families in France, he made a point of staying in touch with what was happening in the streets of Paris.
That's right. That's my boy. I
He
remember
even
that.
got a certain pleasure out of mingling with the shady criminal types who supplied him with valuable information.
Yes, sir.
He changed his circle.
That's why your boy Talleyrand was the man he was. He be on every set. He don't care.
Man,
he with everybody.
Everyone.
He with everyone. I hang with. I'm from one of the oldest noble family, but I still hang with the crooks and the drug dealers.
Got you, bro.
I'm still street out here.
He was still street.
That's my man Talleyrand.
I didn't catch it when you first start talking about him, bro. But man, every other chapter, this dude coming up.
Man, Talleyrand is no joke, boy. Talleyrand is not playing with y'all, man. I got to go find me a book on just straight up on Talleyrand and read that. I got to go.
I already told you what was up with that, man. That's gonna be your book. You're gonna write that one about him and mix in your own. That's gonna be your book.
Man, I might have to do that, man. That's my boy, man. Talleyrand out here. He trying to give game. $1 billion game. I wish I had an OG like Talleyrand when I was a young man. You know what I'm saying? To help me get my life together.
But you know what I'm getting out of this whole thing? This part, change your circle. Stuff ain't going right. Change who you around.
Yep.
Information is a tool and a weapon.
Yep.
You know what? I use it as a weapon.
Absolutely.
When I wrote that girl TikTok name on her paper, she ain't did that no more. But it happened. But it's a tool and a weapon. Oh man. All right. So here toward the end, they say, finally, since power is a human creation, is increased by contact with other people.
Yep.
Instead of falling into the fortress mentality, view the world in the following manner. It's vast like Versailles, where every room communicate with one another. You need to be permeable, able to flow in and out of different circles and mix with different types. That kind of mobility and social contact will protect you from the plotters. Always on the move, mix and mingle in the room, never sitting in one place. It's true. You got to keep, man, you got to know folks. You got to know folks.
Well, I think the main thing this trying to teach you, as far as for two things: one, your personal life, and two, as far as the game of power is, if you isolate it and you don't speak and talk to anybody, you won't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And you have to know what's going on in your immediate surroundings and in the larger view of the world, or you're going to be lost out here.
And you know what? I think a lot of that is why a lot of us are not learned people. And by that, I mean, you got to listen to different sides of the same story, listen to different things. That's why I like that YouTube channel with Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. So these are some heavy academic dudes, man, and they be putting it down. I'm talking about like, yeah. They way if I got around them, I wouldn't even talk. I wouldn't even talk. I would just listen. but just seeing things from a different perspective is what I'm getting to. So do things and see stuff from a different perspective. Start listening to some different people. Start reading some different books. You know, I don't even listen to music no more. I don't even listen to music no more. At all.
Really?
No, I don't. You know what? Only time I listen to music is when I'm finding beats for these videos out of that subscription service I got.
Yeah.
But music, I don't listen to it. I'm always listening to books or listening to somebody talk about something I want to learn all the time. To me, there's a space called the in-between. This is my own creation, but it's the in-between. And what the in-between is what we do in between of things that we do.
Right.
Most times with our in-between, we be on our phone or we be daydreaming.
Yep.
Fill the in-between with stuff that's going to propel you forward. Perfect example, because you do it. You know when your in-between is? A big in-between time for you?
Ride to work.
Going to work, getting off work. And what do you fill that with?
Audible.
You're not filling it in with just this music and everything like that. Hey,
Nope.
You know what? Boy, OG, you know what, man? Look, he said he love his music.
I ain't mad at him.
Hey, you know what? You could. Now I ain't sound every now and then I get an itch like I'm gonna listen to some music, but you can go for it, bro, because you be here every Thursday, so you feeling in your in between that and all that cooking you doing.
Well, so 17 and 18.
Yeah,
I think the isolation and dangerous is probably one of the more helpful and teachable moments. Not hit him with the shoulder Uzi. I know you ain't trying to say I'm out here like little Uzi with the shoulder. That ain't me, man. I don't mess with that, man.
You know what? Just to prove, you remember back when we did that show about what that dude name? I call him Safari.
Okay, yeah.
What that show was about? Because I think we had Channing on here for that one.
Yeah, that was young people and
social media.
Yeah, social media make them want to think they're supposed to be further ahead in life.
Safari. I had asked my wife and daughter, I said, who this dude is? Oh yeah, he from the reality show. I don't know.
You would call him Savory?
Safari. I don't know who that dude is, man. I don't know nothing. Oh man,
he only got famous because he was Nicki Minaj's boyfriend one time.
Woo. Who that is? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I about to say, boy, you way out of touch if you don't know who that is.
Look, hey, you got to switch it up, man. Switch it up a little bit, but that's cool, man. You know what? Because you a hardworking man, and you might not say it and know it, but you an intelligent dude.
Yep.
You won't claim it, but I'm already putting it on you. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you. You learn other ways.
He wouldn't be here every week if he wasn't trying to get some knowledge. Anybody that's thirsty for knowledge is generally a pretty intelligent person, even if they don't know what they say.
For sure.
Because the people who aren't intelligent aren't trying to learn anything.
No, man.
So
man,
we want to close this thing out, man. I think for us, just straight immediate help for people, the isolation is dangerous.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the more vital chapters in this book, as far as just people who just immediately getting somebody out of a funk or trying to improve themselves.
Man, we say that about everything. We say that by every chapter.
No, I'm not saying I'm about getting power or this or that, but just immediately, just a person just want to feel better, and it's one of the easiest things to execute.
Yeah,
in this book,
it is.
You know, quite literally, all this is going outside is being around people. That's all this is.
Well, and talking to different people. Right. Changing your circle up a little bit.
That's it.
With people that think different and do different things.
In today's society, you don't have to leave your house to do that. You could go on social media and go look for a group you've never been a part of.
Man, look at this. This is the last thing I'm gonna say because I ain't gonna keep this thing going, man. But I did that job in Dallas, right? Mm-hmm. For y'all don't know, I'd had a audio video kind of thing going on, and this doctor flew me out to Dallas to record some stuff, some work I'm doing for him. And he told me this. He said, you know what you got to do? You got to stop thinking like you. And he just dropped it. That thing stuck with me ever since. I got to stop thinking like me. And when I got that in my head, I was like, hold on. I got to start thinking like somebody else. So what happened? Man, hey, the OG is the OG for a reason.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, he is. But I'm going to tell you this, man, about what Stop Thinking Like It and what it did for me just over the past, month?
Yeah, a little less than.
What I learned about how to fix credit, which we doing a series on that. I'm probably going to try to do it coming up. I might make one tomorrow. I don't know. But we're doing credit. We're doing investments, like how to gain money to invest other stuff. Like, I'm going to take y'all through my journey. What I did to repair credit, obtain funding, get rental houses or whatever. We doing all of that. I'm going to give y'all all the game. As I learn it, you going to learn it. And you know how I got that far? Because I stopped thinking like me. That's what we going to do. Now I'm going to shut up because I be talking too much.
Well, go ahead and give us your closing notes, Doc.
Oh, man. Hold on. Let me put this beat on. All right. Closing notes, y'all. I mean, this is good, man. I like this. I like the interaction. Everybody that's here today, y'all always welcome. Y'all be sure to come back Thursdays at 7. This Saturday, J Sims the Lion gonna be gone, but guess what? I'm gonna be here with a special guest. I already lined them up. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin, what it is, how to invest in it, how to find the right one for you. He is pumped and ready to go. So we're gonna do all of that. And we're gonna try to add that to our lives, man. We're gonna try to grow our circle together. So, man, thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna toss it over to you.
Listen, I just want to say, please read this book. If you ain't already reading it, get on this book. We'll be back here next Thursday, chapters 19 and 20. I might not be, I'm gonna be on the water. I'm cruising. Again, if you need that duty-free alcohol, that stuff we can't get here in America, holler at me. Let me know what you need. You know, I'm gonna get that expensive behind boat Wi-Fi one day.
One day.
So go ahead and send me what you want in messages. The one day I pay for it, I will reply and get you your liquor. I'll get you your prices and all that stuff. I'm not paying for that. Plus, I don't want to talk to none of y'all really. That go for my family, friends, work. I'm 8 days. I don't want to talk to y'all. I'm on the water. But I threw this out there. So listen, I will catch y'all one day. I'm gonna come on in and get y'all get the alcohol. I'm buying it by the case or whatever. Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna give you the regular surcharge. I'm gonna give you the regular surcharge.
Look, hold on, let me stop the music right here. Cause it ain't gonna be what you think it is. Cause when you gonna have to check all that stuff and get up off that boat, bruh.
It's all right. It's all right. I know what it is. I'm helping the folks out because I know the last person I knew that went on the cruise. They brought me back some of that pure white.
You know what?
I appreciate it.
This is all I'm gonna say. At least you ain't going to no timeshare, so we still cool.
Anyway, man, Thursday night's book study. Saturday conversation, 11 a.m. Saturday morning. I might miss this Saturday. I might try to chime in. That cryptocurrency and that Bitcoin, I gotta get my game up on that as well. Wednesday nights coming soon. The Lions Den. We're just gonna have a little fun. Join your boy. Wednesday nights, the Lions Den coming soon. We're gonna talk about sports, relationships, current events, little comedy, have a little fun, man. It's coming. It's gonna be 1 hour. Holler at me 8 o'clock Wednesday nights in a couple of weeks. We love y'all. Thank you for coming out. We out.